Warning: the content in this podcast may help you get fit. Your discretion is advised. If you haven't been able to reach your fitness goal, it could be because you keep running into fitness scams, misconceptions, and gimmicks. Finally learn the way and get fit with the Real Results No Gimmicks podcast, hosted by body transformation experts Fitness with Flex and Fitness with Flex Hers.
Welcome, guys, to the 35th episode of the Real Results No Gimmicks podcast. We're your hosts, Fitness with Flex and
Fitness with Flex Hers, and we're body transformation experts. Many of you may know us from our clients' amazing transformations from all over the United States and all over the world.
In today's episode, we're going to speak about what's better, weight training or cardio.
They're both extremely beneficial, but it all depends on what your fitness goal is. If you're trying to change the composition of your body and you want to gain a more toned body, you want to gain more muscle mass, and you only had to pick one, I would definitely go with the weight training.
Now, why the hell does everyone want to do cardio to lose weight?
That's the easiest thing to do.
I mean, it makes sense. The first thing someone's going to think about when they want to lose weight is, let me go run. That's what everyone does. That's
and
the most...
sweat. Let me go run and sweat. Mm-hmm.
That's the most accessible thing that you would have if you don't have weights around. A lot of people have misconceptions about weight training, especially women. They think they're going to get bulky just because they're doing weight training, all that stuff. But that totally is not the case. The problem is when you're doing cardio, yes, you're going to burn calories, but you're only burning calories as you're doing the cardio. I remember I walked before about 4 hours, and in those 4 hours, all I did was burn 1,000 calories, and that's 4 hours of work.
Fast-paced walking.
And that's fast-paced walking. Now, you guys have to realize that to burn 1 pound of fat, you have to burn 3,500 calories. So that basically means I would have had to walk over 12 hours in one day, basically, to do that. Now, if you do higher pace cardio, maybe high intense cardio, you could still burn a little bit more calories after you do the session. But again, it's not going to add up like that. And you're going to have to sacrifice yourself a lot to do the cardio. Now, one thing is, yes, you're going to lose body fat, but you're not increasing your muscle mass. You're not toning up. So now you're losing the fat. Now your body's probably going to be a little bit saggy. Mm-hmm. There's no muscle mass, there's no toning. And your body gets smart. So the more you do the same cardio, like for example, if I'm walking for an hour and I burn, let's just say 500 calories, as I keep on doing that, after 3 months of me doing that same exercise over and over again, my body's going to get more efficient at doing that and is not going to burn as many calories. So now instead of me burning, let's say 500, maybe I'm only going to burn 400. So it keeps on decreasing, which means you're going to have to up your cardio more and more and more and more. By the time you know it, you're going to be doing like 10 hours a day of cardio.
For sure. And it also depends on how he said, what type of cardio are you doing? If it took him 4 hours to burn 1,000 calories of fast-paced walking, now imagine getting on the bike, right?
That's even less.
Exactly.
You're sitting down.
A lot of people like to get on the bicycle. They stay there for 2-3 hours watching an episode of God knows what show, and they think that because they went to the gym, they did all this cardio, then now they should be heading towards their fitness goal, and that's not always the case as you guys are hearing about it.
Now, guys, I'm going to tell you guys the magic of weight training. When you guys are doing weight training, you guys are not actually building muscle there. What you guys are doing is you're breaking your muscle mass apart with the weight training. Now we're going through a recovery process. So during the weight training exercises, yes, you're burning calories because you're doing exercises. But then after that, there's a rebuilding process. With the right nutrition, with the right rest, your body has to now repair the muscle, make it bigger and stronger for the next time you attack it. This process is going to make you burn more calories even though you're not working out. I was reading research that says you get like an afterburn effect of about 38 hours. So that means I weight train today, and for the next 38 hours, I'm still burning calories off of that weight training. If I do cardio, I'm only burning calories basically for that time that I did it, maybe a couple hours after that, depending on what it is that you did for cardio. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you don't need much logic to see that 38 hours of burning calories versus just a couple hours of burning calories is way better. So definitely it's better to do the weight training. Also, you're building muscle, which
Yep.
builds your metabolism.
Exactly. The more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to burn automatically. So, on top of the fact that you are also going to be burning calories after the weight training, the more muscle mass you're able to grow, the more calories you're able to burn automatically on a daily basis.
Even if you're not exercising, so you could be laying down in bed all day, you're going to burn some type of calories because just your bodily functions alone, you breathing there or your body doing whatever it has to do on automatic is burning calories. But now if you have more, let's say that takes, I don't know, let's say you burn 60 calories in an hour just from laying down in bed. But now since you've been doing weight training, you have more muscle mass, you're probably burning 80 calories. 20 calories more doesn't seem like much, but if you add that up every single day in a month, it's a very, very big deal. And as you get stronger, as you add up more muscle mass, even more calories you're going to be burning.
Exactly. And the more muscle mass you have, the more you can get away with eating certain things that you like. There's certain people, I don't know if you guys have heard the phrase that they say, oh, if I breathe around a slice of pizza, I get fat. But then someone will have a whole pie and it won't do anything to them. When you have more muscle mass, you can definitely get away with having a little bit more calories than someone else.
The other magic that weight training brings to us is we could change our body composition. We cannot do that with the cardio. Yes, I could go running. Maybe my legs are going to go get a little bit more toned just because, I'm breaking down a little bit of muscle of running. But after a while, there's no resistance there. So they're not going to get bigger. There's not going to get more toned. So with the weight training, I can actually change how my body looks. If you're a female and you want bigger glutes and you don't have any glutes, do weight training.
Exactly.
Cardio is not going to give you a bigger butt. If you're a guy and you have a small back, small shoulders, a flat chest, cardio is not going to increase those areas, So you're going to look a lot better by doing the weight training. Now, the real magic comes when you combine both of them.
Together. Woo. And you do it the right way. There's a lot of people that will prioritize their cardio over their weight training, and that's not always the best situation for people. So you have to know exactly how to use them together the right way in order to get to your fitness goal.
We've been over these misconceptions before, but we always get a lot of new listeners, so it's always good to speak about this again and to refresh everyone's memory. As well, a lot of females have the misconceptions that weight training will make them bulky, big, but that has more to do with your nutrition and the style of weight training that you're doing. You would have to lift very heavy for a very, very long time, years and years, to grow big, big muscles. And you would also have to eat a certain way in order to grow those big muscles. So if you guys are weight training with lighter weights, more repetitions, you're not going to gain big muscle mass. You're just going to tone up your physique, gain a little bit of muscle, and you could control it. That's the good thing. You're not going to blow up from one day to another. You're not going to have 2-inch arms today and then in a week have 50-inch arms because you're weight training. It's something that's gradual. So as you increase in muscle mass, you could start seeing, okay, you know what, I'm good here. So that means you just stay with that weight that you've been doing. If you started off with 5 pounds and now you made it up to 20 pounds and you feel like you're good there, just continue weight training with those 20 pounds. You're not going to get any bigger.
For sure. And also, you guys have to make sure that you identify exactly what your goal is. For example, cardio does have its benefits, but like he said, what is your goal? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to change the composition of your body? Cardio is going to make you lose some type of weight because you are burning extra calories that you weren't burning before. But is it going to change the composition of your body? Not so much. It's going to be more for the heart. It's going to be more for you to be able to breathe better. What is the goal here? That's what you have to identify first.
All right, guys. So I hope this episode was able to help you guys out a lot. The weight training is better than the cardio, but if you put them together, that's where the real magic will happen. And also, do not forget about the nutrition. I know this is not a nutrition episode, but nutrition, it goes without saying.
Weight training without nutrition, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Exactly. You're preparing yourself for an injury, and that's a big no-no. All right, guys, don't forget to tune into our next episode because it's going to be just as good as this one. See you guys next time.
Thanks for listening to the Real Results No Gimmicks podcast. We really appreciate it. And if you like what you just heard, please feel free to share our episodes with your friends and visit our website, www.fitnesswithflex.com.